You know the Burr method, now we're going to talk about the Burton method. Obviously, I am not Tim Bratz. My name is Nick Burton. I've been on the channel a handful of times doing videos with Tim. If you guys want to see more of me and, just me, let me know in the comments. I've been partners with Tim for almost 10 years now. It'll be 10 years in May. We've done thousands and thousands of units, wholesaled and flipped hundreds of homes, transacted on, around 6,000 apartments. Right now we own still a couple thousand units. And, I wanted to go over what my number one way to find deals is, and that's email marketing. It just feeds everything, and there's so many different ways to utilize it. There's a lot of wrong ways to do it, but there's also a lot of right ways to do it, and it took me a really long time to figure it out. So, our email list has tens of thousands of people. Just on our warm list, our cold email list has hundreds of thousands of people, and those are two big distinctions that I'll talk a little bit about. Our email list feeds if we want to buy properties. We have investors, wholesalers, brokers, contractors, lenders, anybody that I can get their email on, I will. And we can utilize it to buy properties. Hey, my name is Nick Burton. They probably already know me, but hey, it's Nick. We're back in acquisition mode, looking to take down a couple hundred units over the next 12 months. Wondering if you have anything that fits, this criteria. Built in the last 20 years, over $5 million in Ohio, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, something like that. I can use it to sell properties. We've sold, millions and millions and millions of dollars of real estate just through our email list. Back when we were wholesaling and flipping, that was our main disposition model. So we can sell properties through there. We can raise money through there. We have the Legacy Cash Flow Fund now, and we've been sending out emails and raising money through there. We've raised money on per deal basis through the email list as well. I probably have some of these numbers wrong, but I remember we ran into a pinch a couple years ago with needing like a ton of AC units at one of the properties. And there was a shortage somewhere and we couldn't get them. And we ended up sending out an email blast like, hey, we'll take care of somebody if they can give us 50 AC units. And we sent out the email and we got 50 AC units. So our email list has been absolutely crucial to everything we do. And the education side as well, Legacy Family, Legacy Boardroom, Commercial Empire, any mini masterminds that we've hosted, the majority of people come through that. Kind of the first steps that I would have somebody, let's say you have zero email list and you're starting from scratch. I yell at you that you don't have an email list and you have to get going. The first thing I would do is, anybody you're already sending emails to. If you Google like Gmail email scraper, it'll actually go into your Gmail and pull out every single email that you've ever corresponded with. I believe you can also search by subject or by keyword. So if you put in real estate or, property deal or whatever it is, you can actually pull that. So if you already have a email address that is solely for real estate, you can go in there and pull every single email that you've ever sent to, received from, and those people I would go ahead and add over to, start with a Google Sheet, put them in there. Once you get to above probably 500 or above 1,000, I would start using another email service. We use ActiveCampaign. I've used all of them: ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, SendGrid, HubSpot, MailChimp, Mailshake. I've used all these different ones. We like ActiveCampaign the most. I would recommend that. We got a bunch of emails already. I would make some posts in Facebook groups being like, hey, my name's Nick. I'm an investor in the area. I'm building up my email list of buyers or sellers or whatever. If you'd like to be on the list, comment your email or shoot me a message, add them there. The other thing you can do is getting brokers. I would Google every single commercial real estate broker in your area or whatever niche you're in. Commercial real estate broker in my area, get their emails added to the list. Those are all, very high quality emails that the likelihood of them bouncing or reporting as spam is way lower. Now, let's say you want to scrape Facebook for emails, or let's say you come into a list of 10 or 20 or 50 or 100,000 emails that you want to now start utilizing. You cannot just throw those into your warm email, into ActiveCampaign. It'll cause so many issues running into spam, running into bounces. It's going to, kind of explode and mess up your current domain. What we do is we do cold email. Now we use a service called instantly.ai for all of our cold email. We feed everything through there. It uses different domains that we send from, and that way, if something goes wrong, if we get a bunch of spam or bounces or anything like that, any issues, it's on those domains, not our main DBA, not our main account that we use. So the goal with the cold email is to get them into the warm email. A warm email, I can ask for anything. I can provide value. I can send our deal calculator or properties for sale or this free ebook that we just came out with. So there's a ton to utilize it for. If you can split up your list, I guess, into exactly what people want. These are buyers, these are sellers, these are contractors, these are lenders, these are wholesalers, these are other investors, these are property owners, whatever it is, the more the better. We have built, a multiple 9-figure business. I would say probably over 50% of it is just from our email list. When I first started working with Tim, he had he opened up his desk and just pulled out these wads of business cards. And that was one of my first kind of intern things that I had to do, was go through all of those, add them to the spreadsheet, name, email, what they did. Are they a lender? Are they an investor? Whatever they may be. It is so incredibly simple to add, let's just say, I'm going to go real low, 5 people to your email list today. Let's say 30 days in a month, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to add 150 people every single month, and that's on the low end. One thing I'll preface this with is you do not want to be the nagging person that sends an email every single week to, hey, what do you have for sale? 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 Gary Vee has the book.
The jab, 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 right hook.
You want to provide more value than you ask for. And this is something that, I've been doing this a long time. It was an issue for me early on. I used to just take, ask. And, I noticed my unsubscribes going up a little bit. People would just be like, dude, leave me alone. And then we started providing value emails, Here's some info on a deal we just did. Here's a YouTube video. Here's a free calculator. Here's an ebook. Here's, some properties for sale. Now I'm sending you deals. After I started doing that, whenever I were to ask for something, people were way more open to responding and giving me some insight on what kind of deals they might have available if I provide them with some value. The emails can be super short. A couple key things I have in all my emails when I'm looking for deals is, what is a very rough buying criteria? I have a buying criteria that's maybe like 6 or 7 lines. It's usually built A and B class properties built in the last 20 years. 5 million to 20 million is kind of our sweet spot. We're looking at North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, and Eastern Georgia. And then we're also potentially looking for some lots of land in those areas, at least 8 acres to build townhomes. It's not too much, but sometimes I narrow it down a little bit. Hey, we're looking for deals over $5 million in these states, multifamily. Or I might say multifamily and triple net or something like that. But hey, it's Nick, just checking in. We're back in acquisition mode. We're looking for deals over $5 million, A, B class properties, over $5 million in these states. Wondering if you had anything in the pipeline. Happy to pay, a referral fee or maybe kick you some equity in the deal. Variations of that email we've been sending every single year for the last 10 years, and they're always, we always get unbelievable responses, and fill up the deal pipeline. If you don't have an email list, I would obsess over getting to 1,000 people on it. Once you get to 1,000, you'll figure out exactly what you need to do. I would use that scraper tool. You can get thousands and thousands of emails just from that. Any paid marketing that we do now, the main focus of it is to build up our email list. That's it, because we know with our email list, we can just get, properties for sale, again, properties for sale, to sell our properties, to raise money, to have people come to our events, to whatever it may be. It feeds every single thing that we do. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching this. Subscribe to the channel, comment away, connect with us on Facebook, on school. Really appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.